If you're a brand owner, you haven't made at least $50,000 with your brand yet, then I literally need you to block off the next 15 to 20 minutes to fully understand these 6 principles I'm going to break down in this video. Because truth is, you can have one good drop for your brand, but if you don't understand these 6 core principles, then it's going to be very difficult for you to scale and you won't actually understand why. For the last year and a half, I've worked with hundreds of different brands, and way too many of these brands just seem to quit or drop off because they think having one good drop, they're going to be the next prodigy, and scaling is just going to be easy and sunshine and rainbows. But they're always the brands that don't understand these 6 core principles, so make sure you stick around to the very end of this video so you don't get left behind. Now you're probably wondering, who am I to actually be talking to you like this, and why should you listen to me? Okay, if you're new here, my name is Noah. I run a growth consulting agency for clothing brands, not just a generic marketing agency, and you should really listen because I'm getting these clients these kind of results. Okay, here's a client that made 12K, here's a client that made 30K in a month, 50K with just ads, 80K in a month and a half, and even 14K running their first time running ads. And I can show you endless results of this, but let's go into breaking down these 6 core principles that is required to reach this kind of result. Now, principle number 1, before you even touch the product, before you make any content, before you even think about running ads, you need to understand exactly who you're selling to and what is this brand for. Okay, ask yourself, why does this brand exist and who are you selling to? Most brands just try to sell to everybody in a niche, and that's the biggest mistake they can make. Stop thinking a broad audience and start thinking about the one core person that you should be targeting. Okay, who is your ideal customer? And you need to understand that type of person like the back of your hand. Okay, what do they wear? What do they listen to? What do they care about? And what's going to make them stop scrolling and say, this brand is for me, that product is for me? And when you start to sell to just one person, that's when you build a community of people that look just like them. But when you try to sell to everyone, you build absolutely nothing. Okay, so understand, before you even touch anything, you need to be understanding, why does your brand exist? You have to have a bigger motivation than just the money. Principle number 2 is build a product with at least one of these 3 things. Okay, these 3 things are a unique selling point, a trending factor, or emotional connection. Okay, a unique selling point. What makes your product different from everybody else out there? If somebody looks at one of your pieces and they can find the exact same thing from 5 different brands or even Walmart, then you don't have a unique selling point. Okay, you need to give people a reason to choose you. Okay, number 2 is a trending factor. If you can combine these 2, great. But a trending factor is just, is this something that people are already looking for? Okay, can you ride what's already working in the market? So study what's trending right now, and if you can get ahead of it, then steal designs if you have to. That's how this game works. But can you still follow the trends and add a unique selling point on top? Okay, number 3, the hardest one to actually combine with this is an emotional connection. Okay, can you build a real story behind the brand or the piece that you're making, and not some like fake, I'm going through a hard time so I started this brand, or I'm sad so I made this hoodie. Okay, people can see that they do not want to buy off that story. But if you can make a real meaningful reason that people should feel connected to you, and if you can make that believable, then this is what people are going to buy into. And if you can combine all 3 of these, then you're going to have a way easier time selling your products and actually selling your brand, because people aren't going to be buying the product anymore. They're going to be buying into your brand, your journey, and what actually makes you unique. Okay, and you can follow this same principle for basically every single product or collection that you drop. Number 3 is focus on your fulfillment. Focus on giving people a good experience with your brand, right? A quality product, an affordable price, and fast shipping. Okay, this one's non-negotiable when you're first starting your brand and your first 1 to 5 drops, because the worst thing that you can do when you're early is have a bad reputation. Okay, that word travels fast in this space, and one bad experience gets posted, screenshotted, shared, reposted, whatever. That one bad rep is going to be very hard to climb out of that hole. Okay, when you get this right, customers are going to come back to you. They tell their friends, they repost without even being asked, and that becomes part of the brand because you gave them a good experience the first time. Okay, the truth is, you can have a bad product look incredible on camera, you can do good marketing, but if you can't have a good experience for them when the product arrives, or it's bad quality, or you don't even ship at all, then that's a bad reputation that's going to stick with you longer than just a good looking product. Okay, price it affordably when you're first starting, ship it fast, no excuses on this, because get your first impression right, and that retention is going to do the marketing for you. Principle number 4, you need to be making content that reflects how much you care about your brand. Okay, everybody knows they need to have good content, but you need to understand that if you're putting out low quality content, your customers see that as well. Okay, it tells them exactly how much you directly care about your brand, and content is a reflection of your standards. Okay, here's the thing that most brands miss about this, is that content is not always about filming the piece. Okay, I could just go and sit here and tell you, just go and film good content, go and get better quality backgrounds or better models, or get better lighting, but it's not always about filming the product, but it's also about breaking your customers' limiting beliefs, right? The things that are stopping them from clicking and buying from you. Your content should be asking any of the questions their customers have before they even have to stop and ask you. Okay, common things that might be stopping customers from buying from you is how long is shipping? Will this fit me? How do I style this? And what's the quality actually look like? Okay, if you can answer these in your content using founder content or UGC content, okay, actually answering these questions, how do I style this? Show it on different models. Get UGC creators to do get ready with me videos and actually show them how to style this content. This will give customers a way better trust factor in you and actually make them feel confident because, oh, I want to wear this outfit and I want to buy this product so it can match the jeans that I have at home, right? How is it going to fit me? Show how it actually fits on different types of models. Tell their customers what size the model is wearing in reference to their height and weight, right? How long is shipping? Can you show that these products are pre-made? And can you show yourself actually shipping the orders? Give your customers confidence in you that you're going to deliver. And what's the quality actually look like? Show the details off on your website and within the content to show customers that this is a high quality piece that you took time building and they should actually buy into that more than just how does the hoodie look, right? If you can answer all this in your content, then you give customers every reason to feel confident when they pull the trigger, okay? And how you're going to understand this fully is understand the customer journey, okay? What is every single step a customer makes to discover your brand to actually complete a purchase from you? If you can map that out and bring yourself as the customer through that journey, make sure it's easy, clear, and enjoyable for the customer, and you're gonna have no problems getting sales, right? Principle number 5 is give your customers what they actually want, okay? By this point, if you follow those other principles, you should have customers that have already bought from you, you've given them a good experience, and these are the people that are the most valuable asset moving forward. And my question to a lot of these brand owners, why do they keep chasing new audiences with random new styles when they already have people who've bought from them and they want to buy from you again? Okay, your existing customers are the easiest, cheapest, and most reliable revenue that you have. Okay, they've already bought from you, they already trust you, and they already know what your brand and mission is. So the cost to resell to them is basically nothing compared to acquiring a new customer every single drop from scratch, right? And two things happen when you start to focus on your community and you actually start to give them what they're looking for, okay? You don't have to reinvent your designs every drop because you already know what your customers and audience wants, right? You can do this by just understanding your customers as a whole, but you can also ask them, right? Ask them questions, do polls on your story, give them different samples to choose from, and then you're giving them directly what they're asking for. You're asking them what do they want, and you're delivering on your promise. And your cost to acquire new customers drops because you keep giving these people good experiences, good word of mouth. You have reposts, you have UGC content doing that for you. And when you build a community first and give people what they keep asking for and also keep your best sellers in stock, these new customers are going to come because your existing base has already done all the marketing for you, and that's where the easiest money is. Now, principle number 6, you need to understand this is where you run paid ads, okay? Not principle number 1, not principle number 2. This is the last one because by the time you should be running paid ads, you've already built a foundation. Okay, you have a clear picture of exactly who your ideal customer is, what they look like, what they want. Okay, you have a product that's proven, quality, priced right. You have fulfillment that runs smooth, gives them good experiences, and content that actually converts these people. Okay, ads become the multiplier and you're just pouring fuel on what's already working. The foundation is placed and your targeting is sharper, your creatives perform better, and your cost per acquisition is lower because you're already attracting the right people. Your marketing becomes 3 to 5 times better because you're not just throwing money at the people that you don't understand are going to buy from you. You already have a proven brand and you're just throwing it in front of more people that are already going to convert. And 2 extra things that you can do aside from paid ads even is get your customers to always repost your stuff, right? Repost is just free marketing, more views to you, and it all gets funneled back to your brand. Offer incentives for a repost if you want to. Run competitions. The best fit with this hoodie wins 50% off, or the first 5 reposts get a 50% off coupon. Whatever you want to do, whatever builds cheaper marketing and a better customer experience increases the LTV along the way, okay? Increases your lifetime value. The goal is to never have just one transaction and keep chasing the next customer. Okay, you want these people to stay with you long term. And one last bonus principle for you is just build a machine. Okay, if you want to actually scale, you want to actually reach new levels higher than even 50K, after those principles are already in place, I don't know why it says 5 here, okay? Stop doing everything yourself, okay? Hire a fulfillment team. Stop packing the orders yourself. By this point, you should have so many orders that packing that and wasting your time spending packing orders is not going to be valuable to you. You need to focus on more high leverage tasks and not wasting your time on doing stupid shit. Hire somebody to do that cheap for you, okay? Start to pre-plan drops ahead of time. You already have an idea of what your customers are looking for, but the clothing brand game is a waiting game, right? If you have to keep waiting for manufacturers to deliver you samples and deliver you bulk orders and stuff like that, then you're going to fall behind. And that's why brands wait 3 to 4 months to actually drop a collection, because they're not planning ahead. They don't have stuff set up in place ready to start marketing the next drop immediately. And you can do that by investing into better manufacturers, maybe better margins, maybe different pieces, better shipping times, whatever it is. Invest into better manufacturers. Okay, build a complete team around you that handles all the low leverage tasks for you. If you're the brand owner, you're the business owner, you do not need to be handling all the ads for yourself. You don't need to be handling the website, the SMS, the fulfillment. You don't need to be doing all of that yourself, all of the editing, whatever it is. Handle a team that does it for you. Okay, invest into yourself, invest into that team, invest into your knowledge. Maybe that's mentors, agencies, courses, whatever you need to do to push your business forward in different places. Okay, when you're not doing everything, you can focus on what actually grows your brand, and that's actually how you scale past 50K a month. Okay, now that's going to be the end of the video. So if you did make it this far, thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you found this helpful, make sure you like and go down and comment any other topics you want me to make videos on. I post a lot more on Instagram, so make sure you go follow me on there as well. I'll leave it down below in the description. And with that being said, thank you again for watching all the way to the end, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.